Chill.
Nigga said, "Oh, I left."
He said, "Oh, I left."
I pressed square by accident. I just heard the sound. I was
That
like,
was
fuck.
that was funny.
Ooh.
What the fuck is that?
Come on.
Bro, can these guys join?
The
Chill.
fact, bro.
Oh my god.
Don't we get a forfeit win if they don't join in time?
I think, and I forgot how much time it was.
It's like 20 minutes.
Not 20.
So really, we could have finished
Like
our range,
15.
bro.
Nah,
Y'all
we
left our
probably in
range?
like defense
That's
round right
tragic.
now.
Nah,
Bro.
we didn't leave.
Bro,
Nah,
no,
we
yeah, we
sold
didn't
basically.
leave. We sold on fuck so we could fucking just play it, bro. But we were 4-0. We would have been 5-0, but
I mean,
this
we
nigga
can
Sprite
sell.
told us to.
Wait, you're for ordering your placements?
Yeah.
No,
See,
4-1, 4-1.
If I
Yeah,
knew
4-1 now.
that we were
The servers have
if I
been
knew that these
lagging
niggas weren't
today.
gonna join yet.
Yeah, it was lagging.
I
Yeah, it was
lost a
lagging.
game because of that. I'm 2-1 right now.
Nah, we're 4-1 because we just lost to that.
I'm at 3,500 elo right
That's some
now.
bullshit.
Chicken macaroni.
I should just become a
Do y'all still got
Marley
5 or y'all
times
trying to
two.
pick me up?
Nigga,
Nah,
we're
we
trying to
got
pick
5.
you up. We didn't have 5.
Oh, alright.
After this, we
playing
hopping right
this
back into it.
server.
Oh wait, so y'all playing on? So we playing on our main accounts now, or are we gonna finish on our Smurfs?
I'm playing
Just
my
finish.
main.
Alright, we're gonna finish on our Smurfs. Then we'll all switch to our mains after this, cause I'm gonna be on all night. I'm gonna be on all night tomorrow, cause my girl chilling with her friends.
let's get like
They having
a
fucking sleep
gold
over.
account or something in here.
Get
Or
your
when we
get
play
your
on the main.
boosting ass out
Nigga,
of
get your
here.
main.
You see how
Bro, get your
easy
main in here.
those
Get your main
games
in
on
here.
the
Oh yeah,
Smurfs
get
were,
your man in
bro?
here, nigga.
Bro, your main is gold.
Are you kidding me, bro? Y'all think y'all funny, my nigga?
Ah, the kid. Oh.
By the way, Escargot, tell us when you send the stream, cause
I'm already live.
Oh, where?
Oh.
What's your shit? I'm not seasoning. I just want to know what it is.
Do not. Don't tell him.
No,
should've
don't tell
gotten
him,
that.
bro.
No.
I don't trust
I
him at
should've
all. I
gotten
don't trust
anything
him at all.
dumb. What the fuck?
Zero has a pass.
So why would you
So
ask
you know
anyway?
we could
What the
get
fuck?
banned for that, right? Or we could get.
I'm like,
Why would you ask
Some
anyway?
shit, some
You're
shit.
not
Bro, why
gonna
don't
ask
we
I
just
don't
take
know, you
zero
just-
out for
literally-
Uno?
No, alright, so ask
Uno's-
after. Wait till the game's
Uno's
over.
gonna get Uno's
I know,
hitting
but I
the
wanna-
raw tonight.
oh, okay, yeah,
That's why he
that's
can't
true,
play.
Heard that,
So
heard
you
that,
know
heard that.
what?
Uno's hitting the raw tonight. That's why he can play.
Oh.
Ooh, bitch, I'm a big gangster. I run around with that foreign love, cocaine.
Might getting
slang.
copyrighted
Where? My bad.
if he's not on Twitch. Probably
Put it
even
on, nigga, scary. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Shut up.
Christian Dior.
Yeah, na. Yeah. Oh shit. What the fuck?
Nah. Die.
What the fuck is these questions?
Hey, watch your mouth.
You doing schoolwork?
Yeah.
He don't know what 2 + 7 is.
I don't. I think that's 8.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
He said it's
Ask
8.
me.
It's 9.
2 + 7 is.
No.
Oh no. I was about to call y'all so dumb.
I got a few baddies up on my belt. Ooh, bitch, I'm a big gangster.
Is it just me or is like the way that Buck's shotgun works? It's better now. Like it makes bigger holes.
Ain't no way, bro. Just
Alright,
left.
forfeit?
Yo, are they taking
Forfeit?
forfeit or what, bro? Can this caster respond? Something? Message these kids? Oh my god.
No way we
Hey-
just sold our ring
hey,
just to get a forfeit.
Hey, yo, Esgardo.
What?
What's up with them?
I don't
We've been
know.
here for 20
I'm
minutes.
asking.
Oh, okay.
Yo, why you capping for it, bro? We've been here for 10 minutes, my guy.
No, we haven't, you idiot. We joined,
joined
at
at
25. We joined at 25.
Never mind. So we've been here for 15, bozo. English?
Alright, cool.
Math?
My bad. You're. And I got a few buddies up when I'm on belt. Oh, bitch, I'm a big gangster. I run around with that phone love, cocaine, slinger. I don't know, I just sold
Game
it,
kit,
mom.
$10 for free. Steam.
Kill yourself.
Chill. We're gonna get this stream banned.
Bro, if he wasn't streaming, bro, I would have blasted some dumb shit into the mic.
No.
I know for a fact Zero's trying to get this kid to stream right now.
No, I'm not. Shut the fuck up. Like, why do you say dumbass shit? No, I'm not.
Yo, who the fuck is you talking to?
I
I really relate to it, Maple, bro. Imagine.
Oh yeah, you kick. Keep talking to the leader like that. You kick, my nigga.
Oh my god.
Oh, and Ricky's a leader too now, so if he wants, he can kick you whenever he
for
wants.
so.
He can do whatever he wants. So you better watch him melt with everybody.
I mean, he kicked you once. Probably do it again.
I'm not giving CEO to Jay though, cause he's biased.
I don't want it. Who's biased? How am I biased?
Cause you're friends with him.
I ain't want it anyway. Fuck up.
He lying.
I'm so good at it. I don't want it.
I'm gonna take his
Nigga,
admin
bro,
away.
if I wanted
I'ma
it,
take his admin away. Nah, I'm gonna take his admin away. It's good. You good? You good? Right? You good? You good?
Like, listen. So like so when you say you finna give admin to Rick, I was like, let me get it, right? Exactly. When you said you finna
He
give
gave it to me
because
because I don't abuse it, nigga.
I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for it. Cause
Yes,
when
you
you said you
did.
finna get you, I just chilled. No, I didn't.
Yes,
For
you did.
CO?
You were like,
For
no, you
CO?
said. Oh, no, I didn't ask for CO either. I didn't ask for CO. He gave it to
No,
me.
no. Alright, you're not hearing me though. When he gave you the admin, I was like, let me get it. He gave it to me. But when he gave you CO, I didn't really care.
Oh, wait. Alright, well, I'll just take your admin away for that back talk.
Nah, that's toxic.
I do like it. You got it, bro.
Finally, with 8 minutes left. The fuck?
Hey, yo, 2v5 question mark? Word? There it is.
Oh my god, my game is just tripping, bro. I cannot do nothing right now.
Oh, chill.
Custom games don't lag, right?
No, I don't think so.
Hopefully.
If these custom games lag, bro, I'm hopping off and hopping back on my Smurf and finishing my rank.
It kind of bothers me that Zerm kind of sounds like Maple.
No, he doesn't.
He
Zerm.
does.
Zerm, say I'm not gay. Say it, Zerm.
I'm not gay.
See, you told you he doesn't
See,
sound like him.
bro, he sounds like Maple. My guy.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yo, Zerm, say
What's
whatever,
that?
dude.
Maple's a little bit. Maple's a little bit just more depressed.
Zerm, say whatever.
Whatever.
Exactly. Look at it, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he
That
does,
sounds
bro.
like Maple.
Alright, maybe he's just Maple 2.0. He has a better gun skill.
Yo, Zerm, you Canadian, my guy?
No.
I was about to say, if you're Canadian, but I gotta go. These niggas know too much.
I'm not trying to be toxic, but these kids blow.
Who?
I think all of them have negative KDs this season. Even though it just started, I'm just saying.
You're a dick.
This is a
Chill, we're
placement,
going
right?
against Blue
Wait,
Guy.
nigga, we're going against Golden State Warriors. Let's go.
Chill. NFL?
What?
What? Yo,
Yeah, this nigga's a
What?
clown.
Who let this man be team leader?
I don't
bro,
know,
who
bro.
is this guy, bro?
He just said that while a nigga's streaming. Oh nah, bro.
Is Golden State Warriors not NFL?
No,
Yeah.
bro, this guy.
Bro, yeah, bro. I'm not your man's, bro. I don't know you.
Yo, is Iska's last guy gonna join, bro?
These guys
6
have 3
minutes left.
minutes, bro. Well, 4 minutes.
For a forfeit? Word?
Yes.
Easy, too easy. It's like we don't even have to play a game.
It's Villa. I hate Villa.
Same. We got shit on Villa by
Out,
GG.
wrong, they're falling up. Oh, we got the Molly down.
Oh, we beat y'all on Villa, right? I think we did.
Huh?
Yeah.
We beat Ember on Villa.
Oh, yeah.
On Villa, we beat
Ember got
we-
slammed every
bro,
time.
literally, no, yeah, we beat them on Villa, Clubhouse, and then we lost at Clubhouse game too.
You see how they lost when Zerm was on there? I mean, how they won without him on the team? It's kind of back.
But no, the only reason they won is because they had 4 roamers each round. Then we never
Word,
caught on
that
to
shit
that.
was mad weird.
You know what gets me mad is the fact that we never caught on to 4 roamers, and it's crazy because I could count each roamer. I know each operator that was roaming every round. That shit was so stupid. No,
Bro.
on Clubhouse, bro. They had 4
It's so
roamers.
unbelievable.
It was the shit ass Brennan CG kid. He was horrible. He's a
Oh,
champ for
that
no
game.
reason.
Oh, the Brennan? Yeah, that nigga's bad.
Yeah, and
Bro.
they had him as Jaeger roamer. Then they had Mozzie, a Rook, and a Cade each time.
I
And then
think it was like
sometimes
the
a
last
Mute.
round or some shit. I think it was the last time they went master, I think. But there was kids holding CCTV and cash.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Bro.
they didn't go master. No, did they?
No,
Yeah, they
yeah,
did.
they went master.
Yeah, they did.
So, the
And then that's how we
Mute
caught
piece-
on. There was a Cade, a Mew, a Mozzie, and a Jaeger Roman. No. That's a lot of not
No,
a
no,
Mew.
yeah, it was that.
A Rook. No, there was a Rook. There was a Rook in somebody's place. There was a Rook, Cade. Oh no. Mew had came from site. There was one person left in site. It was 4. Yeah.
Last person that said was Cade.
Yep. That was so stupid. Cause Mew peeked up
I
out of
remember-
nowhere and killed me. I was
turned
like,
around, I killed
why?
the Mute, and then
And then
after the
Cade
Mute
killed
came,
you.
No, because it was
Somebody
it was
died to
Mute.
Cade.
I killed Mute, and then Bandit killed you, and so then
No,
I killed
Cade
the
killed me.
Bandit.
Cade
No,
killed
I,
me. Cade. No. What?
What?
What are you talking about, bro? No. Mew killed me. You killed Mew, and Cade killed you. That's why I said there was 5
I know we were
homers,
4
bro.
minutes left. What the fuck?
Can I start
Alright,
it?
start it.
Oh,
Yeah,
starting
start
it,
it, bro. Start it.
Oh my god, bro.
What did he say?
He's gonna be back. No way.
Why? Come on, bro.
Bro, right when this kid leave, bro, joins, bro.
Hashtag throwing?
Go to party, check on this kid.
Gotcha.
Yeah, na.
We're so close.
He left by accident. He's trying to. I sent him in the way. I'm a big gangster. Rah, that fall in love. Cocaine.
I've never
and
waited
swine.
this long for a match to start, bro.
Kills you bugging, bro. You
Start the
bugging
game.
for that.
Okay,
Alright,
let's
Escargot
it
started.
live.
There you go. Alright. Have
This
fun,
kid
guys.
just
Good luck.
Escargot.
Finally. Okay, we finally started it up, folks. We got Midnight League action here. One of the first games of the season. Placements. Seattle Nova here attacking first, and then in overtime they'll be defending against Atrocity Kloqk, actually. So I've seen a number of these players before. I have not seen them play before. I have seen Nova before, but not necessarily this lineup here of all substitutes, I believe. So that's going to be an interesting sort of matchup here. And just another note is that Seattle Nova is running with exclusively substitutes at the moment. All their starters are on placements for the new season that drops today. And to relate into that point is, as you can see with the new timer, the new ban animation and all that. See, there it is. Like I said, with that is some changes to competitive operators. So with this new season, Aruni and Tachanka are both going to be entering the competitive scene, both causing a bit of a shake-up in strategy, I'd say. And Flora is the newest operator, who's been likened actually quite a bit to Twitch, sort of a Twitch-esque operator, a bit better, I'd say. At least that's my opinion. Is now in quarantine in that 3-month grace period, whatever you want to call it, actually. But anyways, going to be moving on to the round, and it's going to be weird to look at that timer now that it's changed. It's uncomfortable for me to look at, but anyways, going to be taking a quick look at those bans. Not surprised at all, really, by them, considering the map. Malusi and Thatcher are both very strong operators at their own in their own sort of strong areas and their own sort of niches. I'd say they're strong points. Thatcher, even after that nerf that he received a few seasons back, still strong for getting walls open. Then Malusi, a very annoying operator, but she'll be nerfed sometime soon, getting that change to the Banshees that was foreshadowed in the the Year 6 reveal. And then GEO Ops, both of them banned by, actually, both of them actually banned there by Seattle Nova, who, as you can tell, are going to be trying to attack now against Kloqk on, actually, Aviator in games. But speaking on that, Jackal, the GEO attacker, very strong for both roam clearing and also to an extent droning. Does help strengthen your drone game a bit. But as an overall very strong kid, and is probably the best roam clearer on the attack at the moment. So not surprised by that. And then the mirror ban mainly for this site right here, this primary site for a lot of teams of Aviator and games, banning that mirror so that way it's harder for a team to hold it, because many people who usually will, if they have the opportunity and they're available to, they will put a mirror window on this wall, they'll put a mirror window on this wall, and those mirror windows don't even need to be electrified. As long as you have 2 players, one on each mirror window, as long as you have 2 players on those total, you can actually keep them closed just by the virtue of having one person watching the other. Wonton getting the first death, actually, taken down by Zerm as the Ella with the shotgun. So there goes one of the entries of Seattle Nova. And this early on, 30 seconds in, is not the way that Nova really wants this to go. But Zerm looking hot right now, trying to get some more momentum as he's put himself right in the line of fire, really. Holding an angle here, trying to figure out where they are. Takes down Golden as well for a double kill. And, yeah, that's a silly little sign, the double kill thing. It looks nice up until you see the actual name. But Zerm doesn't care about that. Now looking for a third, potentially. He's going to get pincered once again, actually. Looks away from that Nomad of Masudo. Swings him for the kill. Trades his teammate, or his 2 teammates, actually, but Sprite will take down Blue. There goes the Ying, actually. It's now 2v4. The remaining members of Seattle Nova are outnumbered here 2-1. Thanks to the work of Zerm. He actually, they, being Atrocity Kloqk, now know which side, really, that Nova is trying to push from. That's going to make the job of Nova a lot harder, combined with the fact that they're outnumbered here by 2-1. You could really just pincer the remaining members if they wanted to. And now, as you can tell, they're going to be trying to just get that done. And I'm trying to figure out what those at the top are for. I don't know what exactly they're supposed to do. Those signs, I understand the breaching charges and frags and flashes and smokes, but I don't know about that. What is that? Oh, that's drones. Yeah, that would make sense. So I'm gonna presume that's drones in reserve and drones active, considering that it went from 3-5 to 4-4 when those 2 drones were pulled out. Now the Jaeger there actually have Sprite going to be just holding down, going to be holding down 90. I almost said Whitehall, but that's not even close to what I'm talking about. And just trying to get that done, trying to hold that off for as long as they can. He actually rotate around, trying to get some sort of flank here, some sort of interesting angle on what remains here. Seattle Nova, they have time, they have some drones. They're going to have to deal with those mute jammers though. And they will have to deal with being in the situation 2v3. Masudo brings them one step closer to being even 2v2, and Strel is actually even it up there, taking down Ricky, as well as the fact that Zero is down and absolutely losing the smoke that early. It's not the way that they want to be going, or without losing all of his smoke base. Doesn't even matter though. Kill Sweep does manage to sweep away what remains of Seattle Nova there, getting the double kill in short order. Going a little bit ham, getting the round there for Atrocity Kloqk, who will now be up here 1-0. Alright, and now going to be moving on to a dining and kitchen defense here, actually, by Atrocity Kloqk. Interestingly enough, might be switching off of the Kaid, going for a 6-pick potentially. And as you see, Blue switching from the Thermite to the Capitao. Interesting choices there. And Riggy picks the Caveira. Ooh, this is going to be interesting, especially considering that there's no Jackal. It means that roaming is a lot easier for the defending team, and roam clearing is harder for the attacking team. So I would say banning Jackal makes Cav's life easier, but Cav is the only real counter to Jackal outside of walking backwards, I guess, or proning. Or just killing the Jackal. As a bullet solves many problems here in Rainbow Six Siege. But kind of be trying to understand how those little things up at the top work. In all honesty, okay, so I think it is, yeah. I think on the top left it's 5 drones active, 5 in reserve, and there goes 2 drones. So let's see. Yup, 3 drones active, 5 in reserve. That makes sense. And then okay, so yeah, that makes sense. So on the left is active and on the right is reserve. So as you can see with Killsweep bringing the barbed on the Jaeger, has those 2 still on him. He's about to put 1 down, so it went from 0-2 to 1-1. So that makes a lot of sense. Actually, that's a nice touch that they've added with the new season. Who would have thought that would be added? Alright, and as you can tell, going to be just trying to hold down the site here. There's those 3 anchors and the Cav all the way in the basement holding Harry Potter there on red. Don't know how that exactly is going to factor into the round. I don't think that Nova is really expecting that, but on the other room where actually Zerm, as that Ella, managed to make quite an impact on that round, getting those 2 early frags and leading to that sort of cascade that finished with a 2v4. Zerm still holding that angle there. Now we'll look for 2, actually. Downs Masuda, but gets air jabbed. Might get a trade down. Would just depend here. Looking to potentially finish it off, playing a bit like ranked, getting that free kill. Now, we'll just have to rotate away. Take the damage there from, actually, Blue as the Capitao. And speaking of that, that was the other 6 pick that we saw. And Capitao, quite a useful operator. I've said utile, but that's not a word. Futile is... It certainly seems to be Ricky, as he's actually taken down by Golden. Didn't even get a kill or a down. Wonton is down. Will be revived there by, actually, by presumably Golden as the sledge. And now, with about a minute and 10 left, looking to now open up the vertical here. They have Golden as the sledge, so it can certainly become MC Hammer. Declaring it's hammer time. Nitro goes out there from Sprite, and that's their only Nitro. They have... The only thing left really is those impacts, but they were dead on Ricky. Double kill from Golden as he takes down Sprite. And there goes the... I almost said the Jaeger, but the Jaeger of Killsweep still on the board. That'd actually be the mute there. And now it's a 5v3 here. Emstorm, however, still on the board with that FO12, could certainly make an impact in these final moments. And now, trying to approach the site here from above, or at least take out some of those anchors now. Will be Nova, and they're going to now try and push in here. They still have to open up those castle barricades, though, if they want to get access to the objective. Now, pushing through a hard reach charge wall would be Blue now in the middle Memorial. Pushing into Dining, but gets taken down there by Killsweep for a 4v3 now. Golden going to push in as well into Memorial. Right by him would be Masudo. The 2 of them actually going to move in. But there goes Killsweep with a double kill onto Golden. 3v3 now. 2v3. 3k from Killsweep. And there goes Emzerm popping off with the FO12 onto Who's Frail. It's up to just Wonton. Emzerm gets the double kill. And the round there for Atrocity Kloqk, who will now be up 2-0 over Seattle Nova. Alright, and now just to highlight one of the players on Kloqk, getting a presumably double kill and then a 3k on that last round. Killsweep going 5-0. So over these past 2 rounds has gotten an ace and has yet to die. Very impressive work from him and impressive work from Kloqk overall. They have yet to lose a round. Admittedly, it's early on, so that could very well change. But still, they're showing a lot of momentum early on. They're proving to be very strong here against, actually, Seattle Nova. This is, if I remember correctly, this is their 2nd game of the season for them. The first being Watermelons facing Watermelon Snooze, the sort of Team Empire-esque team. Very classic, I'd say. Predictable, but also very formulaic and calculated in that sense. And they lost 7-3, if I remember correctly, in that one. So just interesting to see how that will really factor into this round. That sort of experience, that play style, but they're now dealing with a different team in Seattle Nova. Seattle Nova a bit newer, I'd say, a bit more energetic and faster, and a lot less predictable, I'd say, as well. This is the other part of the equation. But there's certainly an unknown here in that we've seen these players here, with the exception of Blue. We've seen all these players play with the starting lineup, or whatever close to the starting lineup, on Seattle Nova, but we haven't seen them all play together, so it's running an unknown lineup, so I don't know, I'm not sure exactly how their chemistry, their comms, their play style and their organization has changed with this new lineup that they're running, this different lineup that they're running, due to the circumstances provided. And once again, I'm going to be taking a focus here very quickly at the setup of Kloqk. Ricky here on that soft roam there, and essentially going to just do a very quick fallback roam, waste some time, waste some drones as well. 6 drones active, 2 in the reserves, and unfortunately 2 drones gone from Trell and Masudo, as the Jaeger and Ace, not Jaeger, Nomad and Ace, though Jaeger does counter Nomad, that would be a correct statement to make. Wonton trying to push forward here as the Ying with the suppressor on the LMG. Does not notice Mzerm. Does lower Mzerm just a bit, but gets taken out by him for a quick 4v5 there. And now they're going to have to start worrying about the flank here. And certainly Masudo going to be worrying about it here, as he's going to now look to swing out in Memorial, potentially looking for where where Zerm is, actually. Zerm just going to be rotating away now to Kitchen. China, actually, might be going for just a return to the objective. It appears that that's what he will do, as they've gotten this man advantage. They've wasted a lot of time here. They're in a very good position. And now Blue going to try and push forward here as the Thermite. I don't know what exactly he's doing. Gets lowered there thanks to the Jaeger, actually, of Ricky. Killsweep getting lit up there. I'm not sure exactly how. It looks to be the Goyo shield set up by Sprite. Don't know exactly why that was set there. Certainly might have been anticipating the master push, but unfortunately got turned against him, and Killsweep having to be the one to bear the brunt, really, of that attack. And now going to look to free kill, and he does onto Trell, who is not even assuming that he was there. Masudo trades him, however, for 3v4. But there goes their hard breach. One of their hard breaches, as they actually have Blue with their hard breach as well. Golden now going to push forward here, and they're both going to get air jabbed. Oh no, 2v3! Zero Bands takes down Golden. Masudo trading his teammate out. So man advantage still going to be favoring here. Still favoring Seattle Nova. It's head to just Blue and Masudo. Masudo being lowered just about a bit by one of Killsweep's Blue Mines. Sprite being lowered as well thanks to Blue. Downed and out thanks to Masudo taking down Sprite. 3k from him, and he's now going to look for the plant. Nitro, I thought I heard a Nitro, but that would be just a dream. Blue taking down Zerm. This is not a dream. 1v1, Ricky takes down Masudo. It's at the just Masudo and Blue, and Blue is going to fall back all the way outside. Is he? I don't know what he's doing here. Is he trying to set up some sort of angle here? I don't know. Ricky seems a bit unsure, and now Blue gonna just start sprinting forward, trying to push him off the defuse, which he certainly does, and now Ricky will push forward here, looking for the kill. He gets it. Double kill, pardon me, from Ricky, getting the round there for Atrocity Kloqk, who will now be up once again, 3-0. They sweep the sights here on Villa. They sweep their primary site of Aviator Games. They won their secondary site, which for many teams is a tertiary site because of how difficult it is, and that would be first floor dining and kitchen. And then they won trophy, which they thought was their weakest site in that final 1v1, thanks to just some smart plays there, or at least some mistakes certainly from Blue as the Thermite, and that got them the round there, and they'll now be up 3-0. So even if they lose these next 3 rounds, which based off of how this is going, how much momentum is on their side, is unlikely, even if they lose these next 3 rounds, they'll be tied 3-3 going on to attack. They're in a good position here. They have all the momentum really in their favor. But now I'm going to focus on the next round as they return here to Aviator Games, switching off of the Bandit actually onto the Mute. So that's interesting choices from them. Interesting to see that they'll be bringing a bit more of a multifaceted operator, and certainly a lot stronger now that they've added Flores and the new interactions with air jabs and claymores. If any of you are unaware, air jabs and claymores can now be jammed with the mute jammer. They'll give off the same static that you might see with a Selma when it gets jammed, but that would actually allow for some sort of security, I'd say, with a run out, similar to what we've seen in some fun clips where a drone would have struck a claymore. Now it's going to be the same thing except with a mute jammer, and you wouldn't put it directly in front of it. You would likely put it in the radius, because if you put it in front of it, you'd be that would be unfortunate to say the least. Now, gonna just try and set up the site here. Have a Kaid as well, so bringing one electric and then a drone denial, and interesting to see that they'll be using a Kaid clause that way. I can't tell if it's getting any of the other walls. It's okay, they've left one of the game's walls soft. Not soft, unelectrified, due to that claw that they've set up there in between the two walls, and certainly that's innovative, but it's not very useful, I'd say, considering that you don't have a bandit. I don't think it'd be smart to spend half of your mute jammers on just those two walls, and at this point, you know, that leaves those two outside walls unelectrified, thanks to that. So I think a bit of a shot on the foot there, but not all that you know, important, but still unfortunate. And already that shield being busted, only about a minute in, and realizing that the smoke there of Zero Bands lost about half of his health, but doesn't matter to him. He's gonna fall back and now hold an angle there onto presumably main lobby. Library door, it appears. Golden takes down Sprite though, and there goes the mute, and the man advantage will actually favor Seattle Nova here, and this could very well become their round. Zerm, however, is still below the objective as the LM might be looking for a flank here, and they don't seem aware of that. Doesn't look like they have any sort of flank denial set up, though they certainly have the Nomad air jabs if they wanted to. And now some nitros going out, some explosives going out as well. And these reinforcements are going to be protecting the smoke there of Zero Bands. Mzerm is also taken down by Blue as Masuno will sweep away Ricky. And it's up to just Zero Bands here in a 1v versus all situation. Kill sweep is down, not out just yet, but it seems unlikely that he'll be able to get the defuse, the revive down in time. Looking to swing actually the Zoke there. Double kill from Golden to miss. He finishes off kill sweep. It's up to just Zero Bands here. Picks off one in Golden, but Trell will trade him for the round. And it will not be a perfect half here for Atrocity Kloqk. Finally, some sort of sign of life here from Seattle Nova. And they will be still down, but looking to recover here, looking to regain some momentum actually, as they go to now 1-3. Still down by 2 rounds, but can certainly recover here for a even half. And now we're going to be moving on to the second to last round of this first half. Another aviator defense, the third one in this half, actually, from from Atrocity Kloqk. And they'll be just trying to hold this down fairly normally. Going to switch out the Kaid there for the Bandit instead. Going to allow some more flexibility, I'd say, in where they can put those bandits and those batteries, considering that they're individual instead of 2 claws that can each cover only a certain area of walls. So a bit more flexibility with them, and certainly going to try and sort of capitalize on that. And they're setting up similar to what we saw before, a very sort of meta, stereotypical, I'd say, sort of setup on this site is what they'll be running here with the site rotate. You know, the sight lines there is for the smokes, and this rotate into main with the shield. Nothing out of the ordinary really from Atrocity Kloqk. They're just going with what they are prepared to do, what they know really. And for the most part, that's what's been getting them to the situation. But Nova seems to be finally gaining some awareness, and that's unfortunate for Kills, who spent his final mute jammer just for it to get destroyed there. That's unfortunate for him, but alas, what can you do? And as I was saying, Nova is finally gaining some sort of awareness. They're finally figuring out what they need to do. They're finally figuring out how to do it. as they'll now try and push study here instead of pushing that master side, which there is a roamer on that. There is still somebody playing there. There's actually 2 people playing there, as there's not only that smoke, but there's also a mute, the 2 SAS operators, and there goes Blue taking down Killsweep. All I think he had on him was a nitro, but that's gone now, and now it'll be a 5v4. There's a mute jammer on that wall, so they can't open it just yet, but they will need to throw a frag grenade or something over in order to deal with that. And now frag grenade going over there from Golden, and it does actually take down the mute jammer, so that wall will be open. No tricks coming out here from Sprite. Just gonna try and sort of win those gunfights, I suppose. I don't know why he still had those 2 on him, but now taking down Blue as Wonton takes away 0 bans as the smoke, and I don't think he used a single smoker. That's not the way they want to go. Golden takes down Sprite. Actually, that's what we just saw. Zerm takes out Trell. However, Wonton trades away. Zerm gets a second on to Golden 2v1, and it's up to him as we saw Wonton removes Ricky earlier on, and now it's just up to Zerm here. Outnumbered 2-1 in the post plant, needs to get the defuse done. Needs to spend about 7 seconds on that defuse actually. So we'll need to be cautious about that. And now running out here, and gets picked up by Wonton on the rappel, managed to bait him out. Presumably got the seemingly effortless kills there from Wonton. I think that was a double kill on the round for him. And it will be 2-3 now. Only a 1-round advantage here from Atrocity Kloqk. And I don't know what exactly has happened for Kloqk, really. They've went from seemingly dominant and really in control to now a bit inert, a bit inept. They've lost now, what, twice? They have a 1-2 record on that side of Aviator in game, so now going to rotate away, realizing that it's going to try and sort of improve, I'd say, but it's become interesting to see how they've sort of lost the momentum. And I think what happened on the side of Nova is that they were at first sort of unprepared. Really, they didn't know what exactly they were going into, but now they're aware of how to attack that site. So it's going to be a difficult site for another defensive round to go the way of Atrocity Kloqk. Now that Nova is sort of in the know on that objective. But speaking on to actual sort of speaking on actual rounds here, something a bit more concrete. Gonna be for the final round of this first half. Atrocity defending actually, interestingly enough, defending on on kitchen and dining. We saw this from them before. It was a close round, I'd say, but strong plays. I think a 3K and a double from Zerm and Killsweep getting the 3K and Zerm getting the double. But those are what allowed them to get that round, and it comes down to holding the upstairs, which they didn't really do. They had the cav play, which turned out to be very ineffective, to say the least. And then the other part of this is the memo hold, which they managed to keep in control for quite a while, but then unfortunately it buckled eventually. And now some someone's going out here already. Don't know where exactly. I'm trying to figure that out. Already on the pantry wall. No denial on it. Might have been a mute jammer, but I'm very skeptical of the fact that it was there, considering how easy that was for them to open it. And now so Masudo, Wonton is down, and there goes Masudo as well, taken out by Mzerm. Not sure exactly how. It might have been spawn peeks from Kloqk, but I could be wrong on that. Now, Legion upstairs, and now Thermite Charge going to go down, impacting that open. Does take it down. I don't know if it needed both. Actually, I don't know if it needed both Thermite Charge, both impacts to take down a Thermite Charge, but the chance of them getting that wall open is highly likely now, considering that there's no real denial, really. Mzerm takes down Blue, and there goes the Thermite. All they have left for hard breach is Trell, as the ace with the 2 Selmas that he still has on him. Already used 1. Now it's a 1v5. Mzerm gets the 3 count of gold, and this up to just Trell here. 1 versus all situation. He wipes out 1, and Ricky, but does have to deal with that group mine. Also has to deal with that impending push there from Killsweep, as you saw. Tried to lower him by shooting him in the arm as he was knifing, and gonna here actually 0 bands opening up that window, presumably by just knifing like a little bit of it, and interesting to see, really, as you can tell, going to be just trying to push forward here. 1v3, Trell gets the double kill. If he manages to clutch this up, that would be an embarrassment for Atrocity Kloqk. And Killsweep holds the head glitch, gets the head shot onto Trell, and the round 4. Atrocity Kloqk, who will now be up here 4-2 at half. They will be going on to attack, and this is seeming like a defensive-sided game, but he can't exactly confirm that yet. Looking at the scoreboard, Zerm leading his team with 10 kills, has a 2.0 KD on the dot. Next person behind him would be Killsweep with 7. On the side of Seattle Nova, and Masuda leading his team with 6 kills. Golden not that far behind with 5. And now, Zerm playing McKee Twitch, the elite skin. I don't know if that's allowed or not, but I could be wrong on that. And then the rest of it fairly stereotypical, I'd say, to see really that sort of lineup, as always, is really expected. But I just noticed this. Blue, you're supposed to kill the opponents, not your own teammates. SMH. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, I have to laugh at that. But, anyways, gonna be trying to hold down Aviator Games here as their primary site, similar to what we saw from Kloqk. Looking to set it up the same way. Potentially will differ in terms of that rotation there, which they'll actually be doing the same thing. So not any real difference actually in terms of as you can tell, going to be just trying to hold down the site here. Brought the Maestro. I don't know exactly what for, but looks to me like they've set it up in the default sort of setup with the Evil Eye on 90 to watch both sides, and then the Evil Eye in Study to deal with those 2 walls. They don't have any other denial outside of a mute jammer potentially, but I don't know if they really wanted to put that there. And as you can tell, something being disabled. It would be actually a Twitch drone, so the Twitch is in play here from Zerm. And I don't know what that exactly means on the round. I don't think that Nova would be particularly happy about that. But as you can tell, gonna just be trying to do what they can, really. And 5v4, Golden taking down Killsweep. And that'll bring an early advantage here, actually, to the defending team. 5v3, Golden getting a double kill. Holding down main stairs masterfully, using that smoke. 5v2, Wonton helps out his teammate as the mute, and actually takes down Sprite. He did get an Ash charge down, but did not take out the shield. They will need to either ignore the shield or throw down a Selma on it. It's a sort of an interesting choice for them to really make. And Zerm going to try and push forward now in a 2v5. They're outnumbered more than 2-1 at the moment. Going to now try and even it up here. Golden going to throw out his second smoke with about half of the round remaining. Throws the Selma at Golden. Wow, interesting sight. Doesn't even matter. Golden swings him for the 3K, looking for the 4th. However, Zerm will trade him, and Wonton gets the trade as well, taking out Zerm for the round. It'll now be 4-3 actually, as trying to tie it up here. A bit more momentum will favor Seattle Nova, and this is certainly seeming to be a defensive-sided game. Admittedly, I said that the last round, but I think this next round, this round that we just saw, has sort of confirmed it, actually. Strong plays there from Seattle Nova. So getting them a very nice spot, really, in terms of where they are. And gonna 6-pick off of the Ash and then back onto the Ash. I suppose trying to go for somebody else, but didn't have enough time, so gonna stick with sort of the classic entry fragger, and as Seattle Nova will be choosing to sort of differentiate themselves a bit from Atrocity Kloqk, and they will go to Trophy and Statuary for their second site, instead of going actually to Dining and Kitchen, I suppose, believing that they are stronger on this site than they actually are. And they're stronger on this site than they are actually on the site of first floor. And now as you can tell, I'm going to be trying to do an extension here into sort of this archway of Master. We've seen that before, but usually it's on this side, the southern side, with just the castle barricade on the window, and then one on this wall, right? Not this wall, this doorway here, actually in between Master Bedroom and Master Bath, to sort of protect the shield, which is right on the archway, usually facing outwards, and it's oftentimes a Goyo shield. Wonton as the Goyo actually setting up 1 and 3 ADS is all covering a single shield the wrong way. I don't know what exactly that's about. Presumably, those have been set there to help protect him from a frag grenade from behind. But even then, I think that it would be a bit more important to, you know, prioritize the front over the back. Especially considering that there are no frag grenades, actually. Pardon me, there are. There are 2 frag grenades from Kill Sweep. I was about to say there are no frag grenades, actually. As you can see, gonna just try and set this up to the best of their ability, really. And looking to just a very conservative setup, I'd say. As Sprite already approaching site, as you see, sliding right into trophy entrance. Gets an easy kill onto Gold and takes down the smoke without any interference. No smoke waves going out from him. There's got to be a tragedy, actually, for Seattle Nova. Now, Sprite is sort of inched forward here. He's taking sight. He's trying to take trophy, but he'll get taken down there by Masudo. Got the assist, actually, from Blue Gal. And Terrell takes down Zerm. Zero Band's TKs takes down Ricky. I don't know what exactly is happening here on the side of Atrocity Kloqk. There goes Zero Band taking down Blue, looking for a second. Might actually spot. That would be presumably Wonton just lying there. That would actually be Trell, pardon me. Wonton playing behind that shield, so might be a bit risky. But he's going to look for the revive now. Will swing across. Nobody's there. Zero Band's, however, taken down by Masuda for a double kill. It's up to just Kill Sweep here. He's outnumbered in a 1v3. Trying to clutch it up here. He doesn't have the diffuser. He does have some utility on him. He has 2 drones, one of which is still in his pocket, actually, as you can tell. Now just holding an angle here, potentially looking to pick off Masudo, who's just playing right behind that sort of, what would that be, a fox in trophy? And now Killsweep just holding the angle here, waiting it out. Masudo looks for the swing, but gets taken down there by actually Killsweep. It'll now be a 2v1 actually, a bit closer here. And Terrell just holding the angle, as you can see, onto that doorway. They've realized the side that he's pushing from. Wonton gets a quick headshot onto Killsweep, and the round will go the way of Seattle Nova, who are now actually tied up here 4-4. And they've quickly caught up to Atrocity Kloqk, and this could certainly be a quick, pardon me, the opposite of quick, a longer game than expected. This is going to be a very defender-sided half, really, and considering that the defending team in overtime is Nova, that means that really, at this point, they being actually Atrocity Kloqk wants to avoid overtime, or at the very least they need to learn how to fix their attacks. What's happened seems to be that they're just making these silly mistakes. They're not playing for the refrag, first of all, and in the last round they got a TK. They gave a free kill away to Seattle Nova, and that's unfortunate, especially considering the opportunity that they had. If they had realized more quickly and been a bit more flexible, I'd say, with actually how really to set up the site. No, not how to set up the site, how to attack the site. If Atrocity Kloqk realized that there was nobody watching, actually, Trophy, especially considering that Sprite just waltzed on in and got a free kill onto Golden, took away the smoke, which is one of the most important operators on the lineup, that being that him and probably Trell as the Legion. I think there was a Legion last round, I might be wrong on that, though. Losing the smoke that quickly without any sort of fight, any sort of fuss, and getting essentially Trophy for free should have been the end of the round, really, for Seattle Nova, and it would have gone the way of Atrocity Kloqk if they had managed to get been a bit quicker, I'd say, a bit more coordinated, a bit more together, I think, is the core of the argument. They're not playing for the refrags, and they're not taking advantage of the opportunities that are being given to them by actually So, as you can tell, they're now try and hold their tertiary site here at Dining. They've set it up similar to what we saw from Kloqk The only difference is that they did not put any gas shots into this sort of this barricaded area, which is barricaded by default. It's behind a painting there in bike storage. It's a bit underlooked, I'd say.
A bomb has been located.
5v4 Wonton picks off kill sweep off of a spawn peek, I think, and that's unfortunate for him. And just gonna take advantage of that now. And that's the other part of this, is that Wonton and the rest of looking for a second here onto Ricky, and almost does get it, actually gets the double kill, takes down Nomad. That's gonna make flanking a lot easier for him later in the round. He's already wasted over a minute. He's already gotten 2 kills here, so he's in a very good spot. However, Golden taken out by 0 bans. Does not even get a single smoke whip down. So sort of evening up now. Sprite takes down Wonton, and there goes the Jaeger. Rome has been cleared. It's now even here. And about a minute, actually about half of the round has still remains, so I would say it's close to even here in terms of score and firepower, really. So cannot exactly argue that one team is over the other. 2v3 though, Sprite takes down Masudo. And now it's just Trell and Blue. Up to just Blue, actually. Sprite gets a 3k, looking for a 4th potentially. And now Blue is the last one left here on a 1v3. Pulling some angles here. Does spot somebody, but Sprite gets the 4k. And the round there for Atrocity Kloqk. So you can tell, very snappy, as you can see. Got the quick headshot and the round there for Atrocity Kloqk. Squad wipe gives it to the attacking team there. And with that, though I might be wrong on that, Zerm has actually broken into double digits, now going 11-7. And just going to focus on the next round here, as only 1 round away from match point would be Atrocity Kloqk, but they are on attack. They've been very shaky. They're 1-2 at the moment on attack. They've won 1 round out of 3, and considering that those 3 rounds, 1 of which was on the tertiary site, which is the weakest site, they only won their weakest site of Seattle Nova. If everything goes to plan here for Seattle Nova and for Atrocity Kloqk, then they'll be at overtime. Just basing it off of what we saw from these 2 teams in that first sort of rotation through the sites, these first 2 rounds, this site and trophy will be won by Seattle Nova, and then the 3rd round should be a defensive dining and kitchen, would be won by actually by Atrocity Kloqk, but it could go either way, really.
10 seconds remaining.
Considering that Atrocity Kloqk only has to win 1 more round in order to put themselves on match point, to put some more pressure, I'd say, on the side, actually, of on the side of Seattle Nova. And already they're under quite a bit of pressure. They've managed to mount this comeback, but they're now sort of being threatened here by the fact that they're down once again, and they've been down at least 1 round for quite a while, I'd say. We've seen them actually down since they've either been down or tied since, I think, the beginning of the game, actually. They have not spent a single round here in the lead, actually, over Atrocity. Wonton takes down Sprite, though. There goes the Ash. 4v4. Zerm trades him, actually, for Blue, and it's now back to even 4v4. I don't know what Blue is doing. Was he looking for a run out? No, it would be Sprite, actually. Gonna now try and find where Blue was. Where was he? 4v3. Masudo gonna take down Zerm. Trades his teammate away. Gets the man advantage back on the side, actually, of Seattle Nova. And there's the castle. I don't know what exactly he was doing, though. And now some air jab's going to come out here, because they're trying to deal with that 3v3 kill, so also to removes Golden. And he didn't even use a smoke wave, I don't think. Might have used 1, but that's being a bit generous. And now rotating away from that, and reinforcing that rotate, doing a bit of a blue elbow last call to be Masudo. He's been sort of the leader here, really, in terms of frags for his team. And now some sun's going to go down on these walls here. So you can tell, opening up that wall there, an Aviator, and Trell as the Maestro, still sort of backing off, realizing the situation that he's in. He needs to just play hunting if he wants to be able to safely get on those evil eyes. And speaking of that ace who just got the walls open kill sweep, can still put down one more Selma, could still open up the wall that covers Bar, so it could certainly make some sort of impact. Wonton gets a double kill, not showing away kill sweep. That doesn't, I don't think they had any intel actually on that, outside of potentially Trell with the Evil Eye, but that was quite lucky up here. Ricky taken down by Wonton as Masudo will remove actually 0 bans from the round. And it's now 5-5 here. As you saw, it just ignores the Claymore and the 2 air jabs. That's a lot of flank denial utility all on one stairway. And some mistakes being made here from Atrocity Kloqk, and it is now 5-5. The next team that wins this, the team that wins this next round. I'm trying to phrase this as simply as possible for you all. The team that wins this next round gets to go match point, and if they lose that next round, they have guaranteed overtime. So this is going to be a big round in terms of sort of a safety net for the two teams, for the team that wins it, and this opportunity, I'd say, to sort of have a leg up, I'd say. But speaking on advantage, to this half, it's certainly looking like a defender-sided half. One round has gone the way in this entire period. One round has gone the way of in the second half. One round has gone the way of Atrocity Kloqk on attack. Let me just put it straight to you. One round has gone the way of Atrocity Kloqk on attack. 3 rounds have gone the way of Golden and the rest to Seattle Nova. 1-3 attack to defense, and then we saw 1-2 on when we actually defending attack to defense. When Kloqk was defending, they went 4-2 on that first half. So we're in a really good position here.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds to go.
But as you can tell, just trying to hold down this side here. Bringing Trell. Trell as the shield bearing warden. You don't see that every day. That's interesting. I don't know what that's exactly about. I don't know why they're bringing Charles the Smoke, because if they, not the Smoke, the Warden, because if they want a shield, they could bring Elo, they could bring Echo, they could almost bring Omai, they could bring Frost, they could bring Alibi. There are quite a few that they could choose to bring around for that, but instead going to choose the Warden. I don't think that that's a very smart pick. It might be costly for them later on, but for the time being, it's fine, really. And now, as you can tell, gonna just trying to hold down this master side here. Does have that same setup that we saw earlier on, which seemed to be mainly unaddressed, I'd say, by Atrocity Kloqk, but they've eased up on this master hold, pushed back from closet instead into just master bathroom, pardon me. Ricky lowered there as the ace. And now 3v5 Sprite taking down Blue. Wonton is also gone, so that's going to make it harder here for the remaining members of Seattle Nova. Masudo takes down 0 bans for 3v4 now, looking to even it up here. Trell, however, taken out by Zerm, actually, as the Blackbeard. Now Trell is down. 2v3, Masudo takes down Zerm, but Sprite trades him. 1v3 on the round. It's up to just Golden here as the Smoke gets air jabbed and taken down by Sprite, and the first opportunity at match point will go to Atrocity Kloqk, up 6-5 here. They only need to win 1 round to win this all, to put it away, but if they want to bring them to overtime, Seattle Nova needs to win this next round, and they need it badly. They will have the opportunity to actually so they do have the opportunity to go to dining, and they can go actually to, as you can tell, to trophy and statuary again, but they unfortunately do not have the availability to go to aviator and trophy again. They unfortunately, or well, fortunately for them, they've yet to lose on that site, but they do not have the ability to go there again. They're 1-1 on trophy and statuary, and they're 0-1 on dining. So they just need to get this done quickly if they wanna get it. I'd say if they wanna get this back, if they wanna get. And now, as you can tell, just bringing in the heavy weaponry would be Zerm still going to pull out that Blackbeard, and Ricky bringing the ace as well. So 2 more frag-oriented operators, and then Sprite and Killsweep as the fraggers, the sledge into Ash, and then just interesting to note, Zerm as the Blackbeard, I would not very much advocate. His shield went from plastic to paper mache. He got a damage nerf to his AR, the MK17, which is what Zerm is running, and the shield lost 60% of its health. It went from 50 damage to 20. So basically, any weapon can one-shot it, outside of a knife. But why would you knife the shield? That's my question to anybody thinking about knifing a Blackbeard shield. But then now try and hold down the above here. Has those 2 reinforcements set up there. As you've seen before, they've kept that, and similar to what Atrocity Kloqk was running at one point on this site. I think they went here, twice, Atrocity Kloqk? But now, as you can tell, just trying to hold down that extension there, that sort of vertical hold would be Wonton as well as Trell, the 2 sort of throwable denial operators, the 2 big players in the 22nd meta, which is now far behind us, actually. Wonton and Trell, as well Mai and a Jaeger. Alright, 5v4, Wonton takes down Ricky. 4v4, however, Zero Bands trades him out. 4v3, Wonton gets the double kill there onto Zero. Now looking for a third, pardon me. He will get shut off by Sprite for a 3v3, and they've wasted about half the round here, so still plenty of time, really, for a vertical play from Atrocity Kloqk, but they've wasted quite a bit of time, and they've taken down Ricky and Zero Bands, so they've made it harder for them to hold flanks, and they've made it harder for them to get they've made it basically impossible for them to get any sort of hard walls that they haven't already gotten, so that means no pantry wall, blue leaving, so it'll be a 2v3, that's not good. And, yeah, they haven't gotten any hard walls, so I suppose that's a bit even, and now Sprite gonna push in here from bike storage. Miyasudo shuts him down for a 2v2, even though it says 3v2, that would actually be incorrect. Smoke Whip's going out from his gold, and he only has 1 left, and has to waste about just under a minute here, as you can tell. Just gonna now move forward, I'd say, as Masudo just holds down Memo. Golden holding down the side here. Zerm trying to push into kitchen. And Killsweep gonna look for a plant, actually. What's going on? Is he being covered? He actually is, thanks to Zerm. Blue returning, so it'll be even if they go to this next round. That's a pretty heavy if here. Killsweep looking to stick the plant. Smoke goes out there. Does not damage anybody. It actually does damage Killsweep. Almost takes him out. Zerm trading Golden, and actually Zerm takes down Masudo as Golden removes the equation. Killsweep's up to just Golden here. He's low. Zerm is low as well. Zerm doesn't have any shields left, and it's a 1v1 here. He has low time. He can plant, but he doesn't have anybody to cover him. I think Golden, realizing that, needs to pressure him a bit. Zerm gonna just stick it, actually, but he stops the plant, and this will go to overtime, 6-6. 3 more rounds at most in store for these 2 teams, at minimum 2. And it will now be overtime here. And as scheduled, Noah will be on defense. They won 4 rounds and lost 2 on defense. So theoretically, they'll go 2-1 and they will win this. But that's just speaking on probability. It could certainly go the other way. And okay, you told me to pause. I paused. I unpaused. And yes, we're all good. Okay. Chill out a bit. Pardon me. And now, going on to this next round, to potentially the second to last round, certainly at least the third to last round here. And we're still waiting on Blue to load in, presumably, and there you go. He left, but didn't even matter.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Didn't even matter really. He still was unaffected, or he didn't really affect the round. Obviously, it would have been better for them to finish in a 2v1 instead of a 1v1, but they still didn't really happen to them actually, or it didn't really matter to them, I suppose. Didn't really help out. Atrocity Kloqk didn't really damage, I'd say. Didn't really damage Seattle Nova's. Golden managed to pop off, to show up for his team, get the kills, get the round. He's been doing quite well as his position, and now going to take a look at the scoreboard here. Wonton and Masudo tied for kills here. 13 each.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
And that's what? 25? That's 5 whole rounds that went their way just because of kills, technically speaking. Only difference is deaths and assists. One more assist on the side of Masudo, but also one more death, and then one less assist, but also one less death on the side of Wonton. Next person behind the two of them would actually be Golden with 10 kills. And then on the side, however, of Atrocity Kloqk, Zerm leading his team with 15 and 10 at the moment. 15 kills, 10 deaths. Sprite leading his team in terms of points with 11. Actually, would be the next person behind Zerm. Just by 4. 5v4 though. Blue takes down Sprite, and how exactly? Oh my. Down in the middle of red. Didn't get a single kill as the entry. Didn't even get any utility. Didn't even remove any utility. No shields gone. No evil eyes gone. Nothing. And that's not the way that they want to be rolling here. But almost for a second I thought Zerm as the Blackbeard was going to be on site already, but I would be wrong. He's still been impactful as the Blackbeard, even with that 20 health. That one additional shot it takes to remove him has been very useful for him, actually. Has been very helpful, I'd say, in keeping him alive and helping him win these gunfights, because a good Blackbeard play, that's all that really matters, is that additional little to point. And there it goes, 5v3, Blue takes down Zerm. 4v3 though, Ricky takes down, actually removes Masudo, but kills people, kill Blue for a 3v3, and it's now even. I don't know why Ricky's running the Ying. I've been looking for a rush Candela plant, but that certainly got stopped in its tracks when Sprite was removed from the round, actually. But as you can tell, you know, that plan went out the window, so I'm just looking to sort of shake things up and bring something that you don't really expect from a team such as Atrocity Kloqk. You wouldn't really expect that, but it might also be a comfort out for Ricky. He might be just returning to what he's used to. We'll throw out a Candela, but to no avail. There's nobody there, so not the end of the world, but not the best way for him to go about this. And now, as you can tell, Charles still on the board as the Evil Eye using Maestro, so could certainly still do that. And he actually gets a kill there on the 0 ban, still just Ricky and kill sweep. And this could very well be overtime match point favoring Seattle Nova here. And a short time, kill sweep gonna push in here. They're outnumbered though. All that really needs to happen is Nitro goes out there, but unfortunately will get taken down. Very lucky for them, very unlucky, however, for Seattle Nova. And lucky for them though, speaking of fortune, Killsweep gonna be that bearer of good news. He takes out his own teammate. TK and Ricky, I don't know what that's about. He's not gonna try and push forward here. Lowers Wonton, looking for a second. Takes him out, but does not have enough time to plan. Troll will pick him up for the double kill. And the round will go the way of Seattle Nova. Actually, 7-6 overtime match point here for Seattle Nova. Alright, and now, as you can tell, gonna be going actually to Dining and Kitchen for their first and only defensive site in overtime. That boy Killsweep is shaky as... that's funny. Who knows, maybe he's on some Adderall or Ritalin. Maybe he's just really excited. Or anxious. Anyways, as you can tell, gonna be going to
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Trophy and Statuary, and not Trophy and Statuary, the nearest Trophy and Statuary dining and kitchen. And as you can tell, it's just an interesting site for them. If I'm remembering correctly, they were what, 1-on-1 on this site, so they weren't horrible, but they weren't amazing, I'd say, for this objective. They were sort of hit or miss. The first time that they went there, double kill from Zerm and a 3K from Killsuit got the round, but then I think the second time they went there, they ended up losing. So this could really go either way. It's a coin flip, but certainly some pressure on them considering the fact that this next round could be the end of it. This could go 8-6 Seattle Nova, and that would not be the way that they want to roll. But interesting to note is that they still have some utility to deploy. They still have a Barb, a proxy, and a shield in reserve, as you can tell from the top, as well as on the sides there with the operators. But already a solo going down there about 30 seconds in. No denial, nothing. They do have impacts, but I don't think they'd be willing to really use those. There's both Sprite and Zerm, the two operators with the impacts. Killsuit taken down by Wonton. However, Ricky will trade for 4v core, and now Ricky gonna try and make some sort of impact here. Gonna throw out his first smoke wave, and only 50 seconds in. Second of 3 air jabs going out there from Masuno. Might be playing those air jabs aggressively, trying to push players around really. There goes an air jab that actually went through. Might have been the one onto actually Sprite as the Legion, but now Terrell holding an angle here. Just waiting it out. Now Ricky gonna throw out a second smoke wave, lowers Terrell, takes down 30 damage from him. Don't know if it hit Masudo. I'm certainly feeling that canister, but Masudo might have been lowered from that as well. I can't exactly tell. They're now trying to push entry, but this is the problem with their attack. They've ignored the vertical completely. They're not going for vertical at all, even though they have Sledge. Blue gonna take down Sprite, and they're not gonna look for a smoke plant here. Terrell gonna look to stick it actually with the smoke there to cover him. Final smoke wave went out there from Ricky, but to no avail. Did not even hit where the plant was happening. Blue takes down Zero Bands for a double kill, pardon me. 3v2, 2v2, Zerm gets a quick double kill. 2v1, Masudo takes away Ricky, trading some of his teammates' kills for. There goes the impactful smoke. He did get all of his utility down, so not the end of the wood for him. And now it's up to just Zerm here. Outnumbered 1-2, and it's in the post plant as well. He needs to get at least one kill here, and then get the defuse down. But Masudo takes that away, and this will go the way of Seattle Nova. And that is the game. 8-6. Seattle Nova will prevail in overtime over Atrocity Kloqk. And that is all, folks.
Golden, why are you a monkey?
I'm a support doing double D's out here. Don't
Bro, you
even.
went for the vertical play when we said pantry. What are you talking about?
I was watching
Who just
master
said they're
window,
support?
and I was watching above just in case.
I'll admit you're
Who
supposed
just
to
said
It's
they
whatever.
were
It's
support?
whatever.
Alright.
We're a whole bunch of
Good game.
blasts. I just won. Good game, guys.
Oh, GG.
GG.
Fucking Ella shot in my fucking butthole.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.